Hey y'all, Paris the Shay here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another video. So I know sometimes for me it's hard to sit through like talking videos where people are just talking, but what I'm about to say you're gonna want to hear. So let's jump into it. All right, so today I'm bringing to you guys a video on ways to modernize your older home. So yes, we did buy an older home, and when we bought it, we had to figure out, we had to make some decisions, guys, some decisions on how things we wanted to keep and things we wanted to change. Because the background is that when we first moved, when we were deciding what kind of home we wanted, I will be honest, I did not want an older home. Mark has always wanted an older home. My husband, he has always wanted an older home, and he's always wanted a flat, so like a farmhouse flat. So we do live in Dallas. I'm originally from Colorado, so I'm used to 2 stories, basements, things like that, and he's used to more, you know, flats, 1 stories. And so we were kind of on 2 different pages initially. So when we found this home, I will tell you that it grabbed my attention immediately. It was a little scary at first because how many updates we had to do in this home. It was overwhelming, and we're still not done. Let me just put that out there. We are still not done, but we are done for the most part. Everything is just like little details, but I'm going to tell you things that may help if you have bought an older home that will help you modernize it a little bit. That helped us. So the first thing I have is that we changed our countertop. So I am going to try to include pictures, but we did change our countertops in our kitchens and all of our bathrooms. So when we originally moved in, the countertops were, they were interesting. They were original. So the back master bathroom had like blue countertops and like blue sinks. Our guest bathroom had like a shell. It was interesting. It just wasn't our style. So we did have to get rid of all of our countertops, and we replaced them with white quartz, just plain white quartz countertops. We were going to get like, you know, something with a little bit of like design in them, but we opted out for just plain white quartz. To go with that, we changed the backsplash in the kitchen. So luckily, we have a galley kitchen. That's a very old school style kitchen where it's not open. It's not an open concept. It's literally just a galley kitchen, which I would try to insert. So with a galley kitchen, the good thing is that we were able to, we didn't have that much backsplash, so it wasn't too costly to change out the backsplash in the kitchen. And what the original owner had was like, it was very, I think it was like plain white, but it was, you know, it was old. So we had to change out the backsplash in the kitchen. That was also a priority, and that will modernize your kitchen in a way that it's just like, whoa. We kept original cabinets in the kitchen because those are made of substance. Like I said, you want to keep, when you buy an older home, you want to keep the character of the home. So we did opt out and we kept the original cabinets. We were not going to replace those, but what we did do is that we replaced the handles. So the handles had these very sturdy, very good quality. I think I have like one in the garage still, brown handles, and it had like a little back design on some of them. Y'all know grandma's cabinets. And so we replaced those, and we picked gold handles, so brushed gold handles. And right now we have like the circle ones. I showed them in my Amazon haul if you've seen that, but we changed them, and we're going to change them to like the more modern square ones soon. But we did change out all the handles, all the hardware on all the cabinets, and that was a must as well, and it instantly refreshed the kitchen. The other thing we had to do in the kitchen was we had to change the kitchen faucets. Like we changed all the kitchen hardware on the sinks, so we had to get a new faucet, and we made it match the kitchen. So it was gold, it's black and gold, and it matches the kitchen as well. So we had to change all of those little details, and our kitchen looks like night and day. Next thing, the first thing we did, which I will say, is that before we could do anything, we had to come in and we had to paint. We painted the whole house, and we painted it white. So as you can see, if you can see in the background, it's white. So we didn't try anything fun because we were just like, we just didn't know at that point. We like the white. Like, let me not make it seem like we don't like the white, because we do. It was safe, and we wanted to keep it more clean cut, and bring out the elements in the house. Like, we have wood walls in our living room, so we didn't want to overdo it with the paint and the colors, because when we first moved in, this house was covered in wallpaper. Yes, so it was wallpaper everywhere. So we had to scrape down all of the wallpaper in the home and paint. That paint will liven up any space. So if that's the first thing, is paint. I don't know why I didn't jump to that first, but the first thing you need to do is paint. Paint, paint, paint. Next thing we had to do was we had to change all of the light fixtures. So we had a foyer light. No, actually, there wasn't a light fixture there, because they took the light fixtures when they were not supposed to do that. But anyways, we had to replace them anyways. So we had to go through and we had to find light fixtures that, okay, so when we were first moving, I was just ordering stuff. Like, and what we were finding out is that some pieces were not working. So we had to go back to the board and we had to order good light fixtures. So light fixtures will also make a difference in your home. Then to go along with light fixtures, we also changed the outlet plugs. Something that you don't think about, right? Like, who thinks like you need to change the outlet plugs? But my husband was very adamant about changing the outlet plugs. And at first I was kind of just like, whatever, that's not a big deal. Like, that's a small detail that just doesn't matter. And then when we changed them, I was like, okay, I'll say he was right, and it makes a difference to change your outlet plugs. Like, you don't realize how old outlet plugs can look until you change them. So that's another small detail that, will help. Of course, the biggest bang in our home and the most expensive in our home was our floors. So we had to update our floors. So we was thugging it, y'all. So when we first moved in, we had carpet. And the carpet was so old. Me and Mark pulled it up. So we put up all the carpet. We put up all the old hardwood floors they had here. We put up all of the flooring. All of it had to go. So we was thugging it for a minute. And then we finally got floors. Now that was the biggest bang, because floors, of course, that's like the biggest, you don't realize, like, that's the biggest part of your home, are your floors. So we went with Cherokee hardwood floors, and then in our kitchen and all of our bathrooms, we went with marble floors. And in our kitchen and in all of our bathrooms, we went with marble floors, and we upgraded our bathrooms to where the marble runs up the showers. Now, that's not a detail that you have to do. Of course, that's a detail that we wanted, but it's not necessary to upgrade in your bathrooms. I feel like the biggest upgrade that you need in your bathroom is to change out your faucets and change out your shower hardware will be good enough. Like, if you didn't do a backsplash, or you have to have some type of backsplash, but if you didn't do a marble backsplash, or you didn't waterfall your floors in your showers, that's just extra. But as long as you change your shower heads, because sometimes you have those old ones, change those out, and it will seriously make a difference in the appearance of your bathroom versus, sometimes those things just go sometimes we forget about that part. So change that out, and it'll modernize your bathroom. Like, when we go into our bathrooms, of course, it's night and day in there. We kept the original tubs because those are iron tubs, and those are very, very, very good tubs. So we kept the tubs in 2 of our bathrooms. Our master bathroom is actually under renovation. So I told you we're not done. We're not nearly done. It's under renovation. So that will actually be a walk-in shower. And the lighting, we changed the sconces outside the house too. So we're not going to get to the outside because that's a whole nother problem, whole nother subject. But upgrading your sconces outside and just doing, like, we had to do some landscaping a little bit outside, because when we first moved, people was like, oh, I'm going off the rail for a second, but people were like, we were getting packages and they were telling the postman we didn't live here, and we was like, that's a problem. They think this house is still abandoned. So we had to change out our sconces outside, put new light bulbs. Lighting and light bulbs makes a difference in your house as well. So much more. That's the key parts. Everything else is just like decorating tips, but these are just like actual fundamentals that will help your house become more modern if you are moving into an older home. Of course, if you already have a home built from the ground up, you're moving into a new home, these are not tips. They can actually still help, because sometimes they do still make modern homes and put old shower heads in there, which I don't understand. Or they'll make modern homes and still put old hardware in there, old light fixtures. So this actually can help. Let me not say that. So if whether you're in a modern home or an older home, these tips will still help you. But I am speaking to the people who are coming into a home that you just bought and is old, and maybe you don't know where to start. And I'm here to tell you the struggle is with you. I am with you. I understand 100%. I think people don't take into account how stressful it can be buying an older home, actually, because it's so many updates that has to come with it, unless you're the type of person where you gut the whole house out before you move in. But we're talking about you're just moving in as is. So the biggest tips and the biggest takeaways that I can give you, trying to think. I feel like I'm missing something, because we literally did so much. We still have so much to go, honestly. Like, we're in the middle of deciding if we want to change out our doors. Like, we have the original wood doors, which we like. We do like them. I feel like that's part of the character of the home. So we may keep the doors, but we're still in the process of deciding if we eventually, not anytime soon, but eventually change them out to white doors. We're deciding that. Another thing that we need to do is we need to change all of our door hinges, because they are quality door hinges, but guess what? The painters messed that up when they painted. So they painted over all of our door hinges. So if you just so happen to be new, or if you just so happen to be watching my vlogs and you see some of the doors have paint, or the door hinges are all jacked up, that's why. The people painted over them. So we have to literally go out and change out all the door hinges. And that also makes your home look new, so it's fine. But I just wish it wasn't because somebody else messed it up. You know what I'm saying? I think that's it, you guys. I can't think of anything else in particular. If I do, I'm pretty sure I'll come back and update you guys. But as of right now, those are just the fundamentals we have. Paint, light fixtures, kitchen and bathroom fixtures, changing your shower hardware. I said fixtures. I mean your kitchen and bathroom hardware. I'm sorry. Changing out all your cabinet hardware, flooring, of course, outlet plugs, backsplash, and honestly, I don't know what else makes up a home. I think I'm touching everything, and yeah, everything else, like I said, everything else is just pretty much decor. So yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Let me know your stories as far as if you have purchased an older home, some things that you've done that maybe I didn't mention, or some things that worked for you or didn't work for you, because like I said, we still have a long road ahead of us. We're not done, but we have the basics done, but we still have so much more to go. How, what's your before and after? If you've moved into a modern home, why or why not? So tell me your experiences below. And that's it for this video. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.